There is a 3-word phrase used frequently in our house, which I do not remember teaching the children, but they know it well, and they certainly use it generously. It can apply to bedtimes, pocket money, biscuits, and who sits in the front in the car. That's not fair. That's not fair. It's what the workers who have toiled all day grumble to the vineyard owner, that their payment is the same as those who were employed at the end of the day. Those employed at the end of the day at the time would have been the weakest available, the elderly, the sick, the disabled. It is still the case that employment discrimination is prevalent amongst these groups. Parables are meant to turn the mirror on ourselves and beg us to put ourselves in the story. Would we be amongst the grumblers? Would we be amongst the begrudging? We can certainly be forgiven for being so in our achievement-based society. But perhaps this parable might be pushing us to check and challenge our privilege, to ask ourselves why we can sometimes be guarded about others receiving their daily bread when we have enough, sometimes more than enough. Especially for those who on the surface we might deem least desirable. The vineyard owner asked those who grumble to take a different perspective, that rather than begrudging others, that we concentrate on gratitude. Gratitude for what God gives to ourselves, sure, but better still, what God gives to others in need. This parable leaves room for us to celebrate when the late workers receive their wages, just as we should celebrate when the weakest of us are helped up to equality. Indeed, what may seem unfair to us if we look upon it begrudgingly may very well be the action which brings equality to others when looked upon more generously. When we look at things with the generosity of spirit, it is then possible that the cry of "it's not fair" turns from one of envy to one of joy. In order for things to be equal, sometimes they are not fair. Praise be. Amen.